Okay, so this time we have Hora Dekita Candy Apple. Which looks nice, right? And there's a nice little QR code here to tell us the translation. So I'll just pull that up and well, that's not working. So back to Papa Go, Navigator Papa Go. I have some saved images for previous translations of them. Let's see where my photos are. Where'd they go? Here we go. Alright. So instead we have, here it is, candy apple. I'm sorry, apple candy. Soft candy. It's apple flavor. Oh my. Containing in 2 steps. Colorful tops. Apple flavor. Starch syrup. Apple flavored software candy. With starch syrup and colorful toppings. Apple flavored true. And illustrated as an image. Finished. And here it is, apple in advance. Soft candy, refreshing apple candy, sweet apple candy flavor, apple flavor starch syrup, apple flavored softy candy, color for topping, easy in 2 steps with syrup and color for toppings, and it's finished. So we have some instructions. So you can make it, let's make it after you're sure your hands are clean. So here are my hands. Clean. Both versions of the instructions ask that I show my hands first, so there we go. Put starch syrup and color for toppings in tray. Do a good job. Next, add a lot of colorful toppinino to do. Likewise, we're putting starch syrup in the tray. Use the toothpick to put soft candy and starch in the starch. And starch syrup. I'm thinking it means in the starch syrup. Next, add a lot of color for toppings, and then here it is. What are our warnings? Let's see here. Please be careful not to play with the toothpick in your mouth. Very wise. When opening bags such as starch syrup and colorful topping, please open them so that the skewer may splash. Okay. Wipe off the foam immediately with a wet, warm towel. Toward the guardian. When it is difficult to take care of a small child, the guardian bang should make it together. Well, all right then. So if I understood that correctly, the method of making is to take this here. So this is everything that came in the bag. We've got some syrup. And then I think these are our candy apples. So like, I don't know how well this shows up. I think you can see it. So there's a pink outer coating, but it looks like the interior is white. So like, I guess that's your apple core or interior apple. Oh, mine got a little mangled with how I took it out of the bag. Yep. All right. Here's my stick. All right. So I'm going to cut this syrup out. Let's see which way. I think this is the direction I'm meant to go in. So sometimes another ones I've done before, tells you to basically break it open with the skewer, which this is the skewer in question here. But honestly, I don't think that will be necessary when I have a scissor, and I have, you know, I don't need an adult. I am an adult. There we go. So I'm meant to, in one tray, put the sauce. Let's do that. It's a workout. It does not move smoothly. This thick sauce. I think perhaps I should have made a bigger hole. Oh, nope, it's coming out. Now that is candy syrup. It's beautiful. Like colored glass. Ow. Sorry. That was you. You're wondering why I'm having such trouble with this. I injured my thumb slightly. So pinching down like this is difficult, and I can't seem to do it with my left hand either. There we go. Call that done. Here. Well, the syrup on its own is very good. It definitely tastes like apple. More of so we have like green apple here in America, right? So like, I feel like the more common apple flavor we have is like the green apple, the tart. And it's not that this is not tart, but it's also lightly sweet. I was talking to somebody the other day trying to explain some of the experiences I've had with candies in other countries, right? So like, if I'm getting like European chocolate, my experience is that it's generally creamier than American chocolate, which is generally more sweet. But a lot of the stuff with the different flavors I have from like different Japanese or sometimes even other Asian candies I've had, a lot of times the flavor is just lighter in general, and that seems to be it's very good. Something I find more often than not that it just seems to be not as overpowering as some of the candies you might run into in America. Like if I was having a tart apple sort of situation here, I might expect it to be like a Sour Patch Kid in some respects. It's like, ooh, that's tart. But that is both lightly tart and lightly sweet and very pleasing all the way around. And then we have whatever this is. Let's see. So that seems to be sugar sprinkles. And they taste like sugar sprinkles. So like a sugary sprinkle, not like an ice cream sprinkle. Maybe like more for like a sugar cookie type of situation. I don't know. Not a normal sprinkle. If it just looks like it's, again, I'm never quite sure how well the camera thing shows up until after the fact. But oh, you can come away with me here. Oh. That is candy apple. Very nice. I'm impressed on how like strong the texture of the syrup. I don't want to touch it. I'm sure it's super sticky. Oh, it's not. It's not super sticky. It's like malleable. Oh, that part's sticky though. Sorry, I'm fine with it. I once made a Krakenbush with a friend of mine. It was kind of a similar experience where you get to like work with slow moving sugar. There's nothing quite like it. However, this is less of a burn risk here. So now we put it in like this. Yes. And that's how it's meant to look, I guess. So like a decorated candy apple. I'm gonna take a bite. There's a whole bunch of flavors together, none of them overpowering the others. Now I kind of want to try each one individually too, but it's good. Definitely getting that like fairground apple, candied apple sort of, like not the texture obviously of a candied apple, because you know it doesn't have that crisp bite into it sort of thing that you would get from biting into an actual apple. This is like a really fresh Starburst. It's very, very soft, like even softer than that. This is almost like a nice soft bubblegum soft. What's interesting is I think the white inside is got a little bit of apple tart, where the pink outside I think is more like this sweet apple flavor. That's nice. And then I tried this by itself. Oh, I did, that's right. It's just sugary. So now I'm gonna try just putting the topping on a bit, a little more than that, before adding the sugary bit. See just how that is. So the syrup is distinctly more, like comparing it to the apple, the syrup is distinctly more tart. Well, obviously that is more sweet. And just get sugar in here. Good, actually. All right. And this is sweeter than the apple. Both of them add, you know, different textures too, which is nice. I'm gonna try a fully sugar-rated apple here. If I can't get it fully done, maybe I'll do a second bite. No one else is eating this. I can nibble it. I do like the texture of these little sugar crunchies. That is very pleasing. So like with the sugar from this, the tart apple of the middle comes through, which is less tart than this. It's still good. It winds up almost giving you more of an apple experience, maybe, because like this is kind of like the bite and chew of biting into an actual apple. It's not exactly the same, but it has a similar feel. And then this one I want to fully embrace the syrup if I can. Let's see. This syrup is very tough. Like, not in a bad way, just in a fun way. Like, kind of wish I had a pound of this to play with to just make shapes and prettiness. Whoa. Like it. See how pretty? So pretty. So this is much more tart. As you might imagine, it sticks more to your teeth. So alone, This is more of a chemically taste it. It's not bad, but for some reason it reminds me of boats. Being at the boatyard or something like that. I don't know if it's something I've eaten before, somewhere where I was at that had boats or something, but this is the impression I'm getting. Something boat-like. Something to do with boats. Watch it be like made of the cleaning fluid that you use to clean a boat. Not good like that, but hopefully not. Alright, so here's it all together. Yeah, there's definitely more of a chemically component when this gets involved here. I wonder if I can just like have the two of them together. Come on, my stick here. Some of this in here. Oh, no, I got it attached to itself. Make it a mess. Let's experiment. That's not bad. So this definitely improves the flavor of this. Not that it's a bad flavor, it's just a weird flavor. So I think I'll have, if I can get the goop up. One more as intended. Oh no, I cannot get the goop up. What if I scrape it up with my little stick here? This is why I normally have more tools with me. My little tool set of DIY tool stuff. I did not pull them out today. Get in there. This time we're going to make a stuffed apple. Looks a little monstrous. Oh no, I broke my stick. Ah, my stick. Alright, let's see. I can get. There we go. Not too bad. Yeah, I like that. Probably not my all-time favorite one I've ever had, but not bad. I will say that the colors of the candies in here do not match what this does here, but that's okay. You won't hold it against them. Oh, but yeah, I've had a couple like these that are like, how to say, like, I don't know, like, mostly the DIY of the DIY candy is dipping one thing into another thing. And I usually am like, oh, it's so simple. But a lot of times I'm like pleasantly surprised at the different flavor combination you're able to make. And probably my least favorite DIY candies I've run into are slime like ones. And it's just because a lot of them are fizzy. And once I start realizing that they're fizzy, I can't have the fizzy. So that means I can't finish the slime. So I'm always like, yeah. So I made it. Oh, I can't finish it. But like some of the slimes will be like, okay, you have this one, it makes this flavor. You have this one, it makes this flavor. And then if you put them together, it makes this whole other flavor that is completely unrelated to the first two. And you're like, how did that even get there? What magic science is this? Who can say? So even though that some of these ones are simpler, I always like trying them just because they're interesting to me. But yes, that was Hora Dekita Candy Apple, or Apple Candy. Hope you enjoyed. Have a good one.